About me. Never mind, I'm fucking around.
Hey guys, megamatt1254 here again. Welcome back to another video, aka live stream, aka review, aka whatever you want to call this thing. I'm joined by my good friends Cade and Mickey.
Hey guys,
Oi.
how's it going?
And
Hey ladies, how's it going?
And basically, today is just going to be a short live stream discussing what I think about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 20, also known as Splinter. So, what did I think of this episode? It's fucking garbage. This episode was a piece of shit, it was awful, and I have multiple issues with it. Hey, Rowdy. What did you think of the episode, bro?
Which bro are you talking to?
Rowdy's in the chat.
What's up, bro?
Oh.
Decent episode for Princess, terrible for Commonwealth. Okay, so, what did I think? Basically, I thought the episode was really awful, guys. I didn't enjoy any aspect of this episode whatsoever. I thought the plot twist was just stupid. It didn't make sense in my opinion. It was just so freaking, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say. My brain is fried on it, cause, okay, so, you have like, basically, the beginning, where she gets thrown in the train cart, and then she's just sitting in there for, like, 10 minutes of screen time just talking to Yumiko. And apparently that conversation never even happened because it's all in her head, according to what we're seeing in, like, the PTSD, like, frequencies and all that crap. And, okay, so you get that, and then you have the scene where she goes out to talk to Eugene. That never happened either. And then you have the scene with, apparently, the guy, the boss of the Commonwealth unit that was there, isn't even Lance. It's not even Lance, so that's another wasted opportunity. This episode, guys, honestly, I hate it. I hate this episode with a passion. I don't know, guys. Honestly, this episode was just... honestly, I'm at a loss for words, man. And it ends so badly. It legit ends with frickin' Princess being taken outside of the frickin' boxcar, and then you get a bag thrown over her head, and then, end of the episode, wait till fucking season 11. That's real frickin' smooth, guy. Like, fucking hell. I don't know, guys. What if Lance isn't gonna exist and this guy replaces him? Well, then what's the point of that, though? The ending was dumb, I agree. What did you think of the plot twist, Rowdy? This episode wasn't even 40 minutes. Yeah, it was like 38 minutes, I think. So, thank God it was 38 minutes. If it was any longer, I probably would have turned it off. Damn. Alright, yo, Cade, what'd you think about, what are some of your thoughts on the episode?
I thought this episode was pretty garbage. I think that, like Matt said, the plot twist really dragged it down. Like, the plot twist was so it was so stupid that, oh man, it was just garbage, man. Also the fact that this isn't Lance, like, oh man, like, missed opportunities, man. What's up with Tennessee and all these missed opportunity bullcrap?
It is missed opportunities, and the Ezekiel thing halfway through the episode. What the hell was that? What was that? You have the frickin' Commonwealth soldier getting the shit beaten out of him, and then it turns out it wasn't even Ezekiel at all, which I thought was actually cool character development for Ezekiel, because we never saw him go crazy like that before.
Nope.
And then you just find out Princess was the one who beat the crap out of the Commonwealth guy, and I'm just like, wait, what? I was actually had a brain fart after that. I'm just like, wait, how does that make sense? And, I don't know what is real in this episode and what isn't. The hallucination was strange. The way it was shot was super confusing and makes no sense. Yeah, very much so agreed. It was just, it was stupid, man. It didn't make any sense. I'm actually trying to think of what else I could talk about on the episode. Just because of, nothing else happened. Nothing else happened. Nothing else happened. Fear can't return fast enough. Oh, boy. I agree with that. I mean, at least Fear got a good teaser tonight, so there's that. Hang on one sec here, guys. I'm gonna go, mute for a minute.
Alright, it's time for me to keep you going. No, I'm taking over a stream.
I'm taking over,
You gotta
Mickey.
I have a gun. I'm gonna shoot you.
I have a gun and a sword.
Oh, I also have a sword. Actually, I have I actually do have a real sword. Anyway.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I got you outsmarted.
I have a machete, though.
Well, I also have a machete in real life, but it broke. Oh shit. I got a woodcutter's axe and then a hatchet. I'll pull a Rick on you.
No, you ain't gonna do that, man. I got a double-sided axe.
I got a fake baseball bat, looks like Negan's, and I also wear a leather jacket in real life anyway.
Yo, guys,
so.
join the Discord call. I'm gonna have Dan on the stream with us.
Alright.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Okay, I'll see you on the call. Okay, I think everyone's here.
Hey guys, guess what? What's up, Vic? I got the Lego Star Wars Force Awakens because I got bored and I'm waiting for the Skywalker Saga to be released. So I'm real excited, you know.
True that. Alright, so now that Dan's here, I guess I'll go over some more of my opinions with him as well. Guess what I thought about the episode, Dan?
What?
It's a 1 out of 10.
Yep, yeah, I can see that, to be honest. It doesn't advance the plot at all.
That episode was pure trash, dude. That plot twist with Ezekiel was garbage.
It just makes you feel like, okay, why did I waste my time?
You could honestly skip that episode and just go to season 11, and you wouldn't miss a thing.
Yep.
This has convinced me that 10C is nothing but filler.
Yeah, it's just, honestly, like, at this point, I'm trying to think of, like, episode 17 obviously is a really good episode, but man, 18 through 20, I'm just like, what is the point, seriously?
You know what, though? This episode, from the crap we witnessed today, episode 19 and 18 look like bona fide classic masterpieces after this one, man.
Yeah, I can see that, to be honest. This one is pure filler, I'm sorry.
It's just so... man, it's just... I don't know what to say about it, man. Like, I'm actually at a loss for words here, dude.
Yeah, I know. Dude, as soon as I saw the Ezekiel twist, right, like, I saw it a couple days back, and then I watched it again tonight, and I hated it even more. I'm just like, okay, why?
The Ezekiel twist is garbage. Frickin' the Commonwealth scene. They confirmed that guy wasn't Lance, by the way, so there goes that, too.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I know. That was, well, you remember I told you, I said a couple days ago, there's a part in this that's going to really piss you off. That was it. Like, I knew that you were excited for Lance.
It's not Lance. What else is there from that episode that was just bullcrap? Okay, Eugene is not in it at all. He actually isn't, because the only scene with Eugene is a hallucination this episode.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I know. And it's like, dude, seriously, so basically Eugene's not involved either. Yumiko is not involved either, because the frickin' actress isn't even actually there.
And Ezekiel's there, but he's not real. He's a hallucination.
Yep, I know. Well, the Ezekiel one's worse, because they literally make you spend, like, at least about 5 to 10 minutes with this guy. And it's like, dude, he's not even actually there.
Exactly, dude. Like, it is such a flippin' mess, man. I'm trying to think of anything else from this episode that was bullcrap. Yeah, I think I've just about covered it, man. Like, the episode is just... It was It was awful, man. It was awful.
Yep, agreed, honestly. Episode 20 for me, it's probably going to be an episode that I never rewatch, I'll just be honest about that.
Yeah. Was Yumiko talking a hallucination? Yeah, they confirmed it was through this PTSD sequence thing. Everything that happened in the train car is a hallucination.
Yep, it's basically just an episode, basically like, if you want to kind of look at it this way, you basically just spend the entire episode as a fan losing your shit along with Princess.
The only scenes that were real in this episode is the beginning minutes, the scene with the Commonwealth frickin' soldier that's interrogating Princess. I think that was real. If that's not real, then I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was real. And the scene when the Commonwealth guy comes in and gets the shit kicked out of him is real too, I believe.
Yeah, but dude, that's what really upset me, because it's like, you just see that part in the trailer with Ezekiel with blood on his face, and it's like, dude, like, also overhyped. It's not even real. It's just Princess.
I'm never watching 10C again. Oh yeah, Rowdy, I completely agree. Like, what is the point of this? And this is what's gonna really piss me off, is that when the season 10 Blu-ray comes out, we have to pay more money for these frickin' piece of shit episodes.
Yep, I know, and it's like, yeah, they're gonna ask more money for garbage extra episodes.
Don't you hate Princess?
I'm seeing things online saying this is the best of 10C. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, that's fucking bullshit, in my opinion.
Man, don't you hate Princess? Man, no, I love Princess, though. That's the one thing I love about this episode.
I loved her before frickin' this episode. This episode made her a crazy moron.
I don't mind her. Personally, I don't know. It really just feels like they wasted our time with this.
Imagine Matt's thoughts on episode 21. Well, according to a lot of people, episode 21 is a legit redemption episode of 10C. Like, it's actually good.
Which makes me wonder, because all these, like, reviewers and stuff are saying, like, episodes 18 through 20 are actually decent episodes, and then 21's, like, the worst one. I'm like, man, how much worse can it actually get?
I don't think I can get much worse. You know what, though? I'm actually seeing Trev's point on his review for episode 20.
Yeah, and honestly, that's crazy, because to be honest, a lot of the times I disagree with him. This might be one of the only times I see it.
I'm actually going to say this, guys. I'm actually going to say this. Swear is better than this episode.
Man, honestly, that would take some rewatching for me personally, but I could see that, to be honest, because honestly, the second viewing, when I watched it again tonight, I don't even know. I hated it, and I didn't hate it the first time I saw it. I did not enjoy this at all the second time.
That's the point, though. Is now that you know everything, like, you just know it. It's just filler. Like, there's nothing to it.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, the only scene that actually had me on the edge of my seat is the opening minute.
That's it. And the ending. How cheap was that ending, guys?
Oh yeah, no, I was literally watching like this episode a little while ago with a friend, and when the ending happened, right, I'm just like, I'm sitting there, my friend just fucking like, he honestly loses it. He's just like, oh, isn't there like 5 minutes left? And I'm like, I know, that's the end.
Okay, Rowdy is saying Splinter or Channel 5. What episode is Channel 5 again?
Fear the camera episode and stuff.
Like, what, is it episode 15?
Yep, that one.
Okay, I'll take Channel 5 over this, because at least I can laugh at that.
Man, that's kind of true. I don't know if I'm going to say it's that bad, though, to be honest.
It is that bad for me, because Princess was unbearable this episode. The hallucination thing was so cheap, in my opinion. And, honestly, this episode just felt like filler. Like, that's all it was. Like, okay, we need 6 extra episodes. Let's just write an episode where the princess just goes crazy in a boxcar.
Yeah, I know. It just, honestly, you know what the weirdest thing is? I thought we would be approaching episode 21, and I would be, like, super worried, but I'm actually kind of happy that we can get back to our main characters.
Oh, I'm ready for 21, man. Bring on the main cast already. Let's go.
Yeah, I know. Which is like, dude, man, Princess, Ezekiel, Eugene, Yumiko, like, man, the only one that I actually, like, still care about the storyline they're giving the characters is Eugene, at least right now.
And he's not even in this episode at all.
I know. He just, like, panicked for, like, a couple seconds. But honestly, I don't even count that because you know darn well that's not real either.
Well, yeah, it's not even him. It's a hallucination. Exactly. So it's nothing. Is this the worst episode of the show? Okay, there's some duds in The Walking Dead. Gotta think about that.
I still hate
Slabtown. Then there's this one. This is almost on par with Slabtown, in my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense, honestly, because, like, Slaptown, but at least this one, like, it doesn't have an absolutely, like, terrible character. In my opinion, I don't hate Princess in this episode. I just think they could have done better.
Thinking about it, watching this stream, I actually agree a lot. This episode wasn't that great. I think I might actually prefer one more. One more is a masterpiece compared to this episode, in my opinion, because at least in one more, you have a good cast of characters. You have Gabriel, Aaron, and you do have Robert Patrick that pulls a really awesome performance as Maze. Everything with Gabriel I thought was very entertaining that episode. There were scenes, like the Russian roulette scene. I was on the edge of my fucking seat watching that. I was not on the edge of my seat at all this episode. I was dreading it.
No, the only part, I'll tell you this, the only part I was actually, like, and this is not even barely at all, but the only part I was actually on the edge of my seat is when you see the train car, like, open, and you see them standing there, I'm like, oh, and then when it cuts to black, it just immediately, the tension just went down.
I lost my shit when that happened, because I see them all standing there with the bags over their head, and it's only 38 minutes, so I'm sitting here like, okay, there's more to this episode, so like, we haven't reached our 40-minute mark, so they're probably gonna, like, show some more stuff, and then it just cuts to the credits. I remember I was infuriated, like, that was the cheapest shit, dude.
Yep, yeah, and honestly, not to mention, not only is this a really weak episode, it's also the shortest episode they've ever done. Like, 38 minutes, I've never seen that.
That is garbage, dude. This is easily the worst episode of Season 10.
Yep, oh yeah, honestly, like, I don't know, man, even Michonne's last episode had freaking redeeming qualities to it.
There were things about that episode I liked, and the hallucinations actually made sense in that episode. The hallucinations in this one they're god-awful, man.
Well, the hallucinations in this is just simply because they want to fill out an episode. They're like, oh, well, we have to make 6 extra episodes, so we have to focus on our Commonwealth crew. In my opinion, they did not need to focus on the Commonwealth crew. Wait till season 11 to actually bring this story back.
I'm just gonna say it, but 10C, this episode did not need to happen. I would have rather have just done 19, and then we just go to the Diverged, and then here's Negan.
Yeah, in my opinion, though, I hate to say it, 19, as much as I love Robert Patrick, as much as I love what they did with that, I still don't think that episode is necessary. I'm sorry, I still don't see the point in it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan either, but at least it was fun filler. This was boring.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, at least that, I think we can all agree, that episode still has no point, but at least compared to this, like, it's like Matt just said, that one at least is fun filler.
It's fun filler, whereas the rest of this episode, nothing was entertaining this week. Like, at least last week, we had that intense Russian roulette scene, which actually had my heart racing.
Yep, and it's like, you know they're gonna survive, at least I did personally. I kind of like, okay, they're not gonna kill them. But the way they did the scene was still intense.
Yeah, and it's like you said in your review for 19, and this is the way I looked at it too. It's like when Maze is pointing the AK at them, forcing them to play, and he's like shouting at them, it feels like you're in the scene, and then you're dreading your turn to shoot yourself with the gun.
And that's why, like, I still gave that episode a 7, just because of the fact that I'm like, okay, yeah, it's filler, sure, but honestly, look at that scene. I'm sorry, I love that scene. And another scene that is actually underrated from that episode that I actually watched when episode 19 was replaying tonight before episode 20 came on is that I love the part, just the look on Maze's face when you hear the bullet is finally like loaded and he's like, ooh, it makes a different sound. Like, I actually really like the look on his face there.
Robert Patrick fucking owned that role, dude. For the small time he had, he freaking killed it.
Yep. Oh yeah, and especially when he talks about like Gracie and stuff, and like, do you want to see her again and stuff. Like, I don't know, man. I love that episode. To be honest, now when I watch episode 20.
Can't believe Fear is better than the main show right now. Oh, Fear's smoking the main show right now, my guy.
You better believe it, Rowdy.
I put episode 17 and 18 in 1. 19 stay the same. Remove this, and then go to the Diverge. Then here's Negan. You know what? I can actually agree with that.
To be honest, I think that they honestly, this is just my opinion. Maybe some people disagree, agree, whatever. I actually think that this, like I was just saying, they should have just waited until the Commonwealth in season 11. There's no reason to address this storyline right now.
Exactly. The Commonwealth should not have been in season 10.
Well, the Commonwealth, I'm okay with kind of like the cliffhanger in episode 16. I like that stuff. I'm just saying that, like, for 10C, just focus on everything else, and then season 11. Make season 11 in the way of, like, advertisement, like, we get to see what happens after they got surrounded. And actually, right away, get to the point.
Exactly. Mind if I join you guys? Oh, this is like I said, Rowdy, with my streams, we don't like to have, like, too many people on there, because then it becomes, like, very crowded. So, yeah. Okay, what else is there? David Alpert go on the main show. He better go on the... They need him right now. Like, they need him.
Yep. Oh, man, he would look at this and he'd be like, okay, I got some work to do.
I'm just, give me one sec here, guys. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else about 1020. That's how much 1020 is, like, terrible, by the way, is I actually have to think about stuff that happened in the episode because of how little happened in this episode.
Yep, I know.
Okay, what else happened? Yeah, Lance never happened. The Commonwealth soldiers were kind of cool looking, I guess. That one Commonwealth troop was, I guess, whatever. He was something, I guess. I don't know what to say, guys. Episode 20, it was just... It was terrible. I mean, I know there are people that like this episode, but I just can't see it. I can't see it.
Yeah, for me personally, okay, like, in my opinion, I don't hate it. I'm just going to say that. I don't hate the episode, and the reason why is because, like I said, there are still a couple things I do like. I like the Commonwealth soldiers. I actually do like kind of the approach of, like, kind of tricking the TV-only fans of, like, holy crap, these people are, like, really violent to our characters. But it's like, the biggest problem with this episode is the end result, which I always keep saying. Like, there's nothing. By the time you end this episode, there's literally nothing that's changed.
Exactly, which is why it's filler, because what does this do for the plot? Jack shit.
Yep. And honestly, like, I kind of regret saying, to be honest, that this episode is, like, on par with 19, because honestly, no, 19 is a way better watch. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to correct myself on that one.
I rewatched 19 tonight before we watched 20, right? And friggin' 19, dude, on a second rewatch, I'm going to be less harsh on 19, because it's honestly just a fun Walking Dead episode where you could just chill out with the characters and you're not, like, on edge all the time. It's actually a fun watch. It's just a fun, chill episode.
Which is the one word I'm always going to use for that episode is, it's fun filler. Is it filler? Yes. I'm not going to argue that. But I will say that, honestly, compared to what you get in tonight's episode, no. I'm sorry, just no.
19 is an episode I can go back on and rewatch multiple times just for the hell of it, just because it's a good episode, I think, actually. It's a decent episode. It has you know, good characters in it and stuff like that. It has its good moments. Yes, it has its bad moments, but They're not that like terrible. I mean, compared to 20 guys, episode 19 is a masterpiece in my opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, honestly, 19 for me, I'm still gonna stand on my rating for that one. I still think it's a 7 because obviously it's filler. I can't give it a high rating, but in terms of the fun factor, like you were just saying, like to be honest, compared to some of the stuff that they had in this one, the what's real, what's not real, Ezekiel standing with walkers, I'm sorry.
I do find Princess's actress was amazing though. Yeah, she did her job. It's nothing against the actors or actresses either when I'm talking about these episodes. They all do their job. It is the writing, guys. It is the writing.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Definitely let's take a second to appreciate, which it's like, I'm trying to find good things to say, and this is why I'm saying this. It's like, okay, I can't say Eleanor because she wasn't actually there technically, but at least, Kari Payton, Josh McDermott, and Pagliaro, they all did a great job. Obviously, Josh McDermott, though, he didn't have to do that much, so let's also point that out.
Yeah, which is kind of stupid. They should have given him more, because, he came back to set just to film, like, one scene.
Yeah, in my opinion, this would also be filler, though. But at least this would be less filler than the filler we got. Why can't you just have this episode be, like, at least a little before halfway through, have them actually start to make their journey towards the Commonwealth, and by the end of it, they actually are about to enter.
Exactly. And not to mention that they wasted a lot of actors in this episode, because you have, like, Josh McDermott, which came back to film for during COVID. And what did they do for him? They gave him one scene. And we're not going to see Eugene now until season 11. So what was the point of that?
Yep, yeah, exactly. And honestly, like, in my opinion, I'm just going to say, I think 10C, in terms of, like, I think me and Matt can both kind of agree on this. Like, 10C, it has good parts about it. I think we were all kind of giving it a chance at first. But as the weeks go by, I'm sorry, it does get worse.
Yeah. Dan, will you do 10C content in the rewrites?
I will say this, and obviously I can't confirm too much. There is one thing, and it's very minor, but it's something that a lot of you guys like that is included. That's all I'll say.
The Commonwealth outfits are COVID friendly. That's actually true, yeah. They can actually show as many Commonwealth troops as they want during filmings in season 11, so at least you get that.
Well, that's why I'm thinking in season 11 they're probably going to do that, where it's like they're just going to overwhelm the city of the Commonwealth, or like the town. They're just going to have it be a bunch of Commonwealth soldiers and a few random people walking around.
In my opinion, they're probably going to have a lot of people be CGI'd in.
I can see that. I mean, I'm fine with that because, you can't, there's only so much you can do, I guess, but I mean, I don't know, the way it's looking so far, I'm ready to see inside the Commonwealth. I want to forget about this episode.
Yeah, this episode did not need to happen, guys, and I can safely say that this is an episode that I will never be watching again.
Yeah, I definitely won't. And the only reason why is because I like to watch, when I like to rewatch Walking Dead episodes, it's usually when I'm either bored or I just want to turn on a good Walking Dead episode. I'm not going to sit there and be like, ooh, that's a great episode to go back and watch.
Exactly. Yeah, episode 20, never going to rewatch it again. Episode 19, I can rewatch on multiple times. That's a fun episode.
Yeah, it's fun filler. That's what I think we're all gonna, just be calling that episode the fun filler episode, because that's basically what it is.
Episode 18 is not something I can rewatch too much. It's just whatever.
Yeah, that one is it's just a love story, and in my opinion, they rushed that one a little bit.
17, fucking fantastic episode. That's a 9 out of 10 in my book.
Oh yeah, that remains a 9 out of 10. I haven't changed a rating on that one, honestly. That one's like, I don't know, man. Aside from the lack of Negan, which I think we're all kind of bummed out about, it's a darn good episode with an amazing just storyline overall.
Well, let's be honest. Frickin' Negan is about to get a shitload of screen time coming up pretty soon.
Man, I'm excited. I'm ready, guys. Honestly, like the Negan episode, that's what we're here for. I feel like we're all just sitting here waiting for that.
That's honestly the whole attraction of 10C now, in my opinion, is here's Negan.
Yep, which, this is the sad part, too, is that I remember for 10C, when we were seeing the trailers, when we were seeing the advertisements and stuff, I'm like, okay, here are the main things I want to see. Commonwealth and here's Negan. Those are, like, the two things I was excited for, and I can honestly say that now one of those have been X'd off the list.
Yeah, Commonwealth and 10C was pointless. And the Reapers, I just don't see them being in any more of 10C either. Which is confusing. It's like, what is the plan with the Reapers going forward now, then?
Yeah. And I have a feeling, and this is the thing I fear about the final season, is that we have the Reapers, we have Virgil, we have the Commonwealth storyline, and I feel like they're trying to add in, like, all this stuff for the final season, and, like, just to call it this epic final season. Like, there's all this stuff going on. I'm like, no, focus on a story and keep it that way.
I'll lose all respect for Kang if she fucks up Negan. Oh yeah, agreed. If here's Negan's a screw-up, that's gonna not look good.
Yeah, apparently it's one of the greatest Walking Dead episodes of all time, so, I mean, obviously I gotta see it first, but I'm still looking forward to it.
Kang is becoming Gimple. I'm not gonna say that until I see Season 11. Keep in mind, guys, there was a rush to write these.
In my opinion, this is where I am going to have to defend her a little bit, is that I don't really think that she is a big problem. I just think it's AMC saying, make 6 episodes, write something. I don't know, figure it out, make some stories. Honestly, that's what I feel like the behind-the-scenes process was.
This is what, exactly, like what you were saying, this is what I think's going on. She's writing Season 11, getting that all done, and then AMC just comes in, and they're like, hey, you know what? Put a pause on Season 11. You're gonna have to write 6 new episodes. Oh, and we're filming in like 4 months, so you better get that done ASAP. So get to it, champ.
Yep, yeah, exactly. She's probably like, okay then. Like, it's like, no, man, let her write some quality stuff, because you know full well, if she can actually have time to do this, she would have made something a little bit better.
Exactly. Give her frickin' time, man. Like, I'll say, like, this is coming from someone that writes stuff, guys. You can't write stuff in a rush. I've tried that. It doesn't work. It don't work.
No, it always, in my opinion, it always fails, and there's some examples of that, honestly. There's a lot of examples out there.
Season 11 is also co-written by Neil Druckmann, apparently. Oh, gosh, don't remind me, bro.
Man, I think we're all still just upset about that one, honestly.
Also, did you guys hear the rumor that Dwayne's returning in Season 11? And it's actually a credible source.
Yeah.
They haven't said
man.
Dwayne specifically, but they said a big character that's long thought to be dead is coming back.
A big character. Come on, man. Seriously. And it's like, it all goes to him, because obviously who else could it actually be?
What, Heath? He's like the only other missing character.
I wouldn't care. I don't know what on earth is the big hype about Heath. I never cared for the TV show version.
Dwayne, what the fuck? Morgan isn't even here. Yeah, well, he's probably being brought back, Rowdy. Hate to say it, but there's, like, credible sources saying that a Season 1 OG is returning who's long thought to have been dead.
I mean, let's not all kind of forget that, you know, they are still saying that Alicia, the actress that plays Alicia on Fear the Walking Dead, was spotted on set for Season 11. So I'm like, well, if she's on there, there's no darn reason why Lenny James isn't there.
Yeah, so if Dwayne is brought back, then let's just say that Morgan's probably going to be back, guys.
Yep, and it's like, well, first of all, I would laugh out loud if they brought him back, let alone if Morgan is there as well. I don't know. I would love Morgan in the final season, but to bring Dwayne back and Morgan comes back all of a sudden all at the same time, that'd just be ridiculous.
It's starting to feel stupid. The Walking Dead is starting to feel like a cash cow, and it's sad because the final season is starting to look like a fucking mess, man.
I know. Like, the final season is upon us. Like, this summer, that's when it's coming. And I'm like, man, I was excited a few weeks back because I mean I think we all were. A few weeks back when we found out that the final season was going to be in the summer, we're like, okay, the entertainment this year is going to be incredible. And now I'm just sitting here and I'm like, man, I'm worried about the entertainment now.
Yeah, I will say though, Fear 6B, bring it on, man. Just bring it on. I'm ready for that.
Man, not to mention, like, not just 8 episodes. We have 9 weeks of Fear. Like, honestly, like, I'm ready for that.
Exactly. Dude, like, let's think about this for a minute. And I know, or not 9, 608's coming in, like, 3 weeks. And let's be real, they're probably going to cliffhanger us. But we're only going to have to wait a week instead of, like, 4 months.
Yep, yeah, I know. The other thing I can't stand is that they literally, I won't say it just in case nobody knows, but they literally spoiled something in the description of episode 9 that was really annoying.
Yeah, they did spoil some, but, yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. They can always do something in 9 with that thing.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, it was something I'm like, really? Why would you, like, mention that?
Oh, 608's on AMC Plus April 4th.
Yep.
Freaking right. Okay, I'll be getting an AMC Plus then. I can get it through Amazon or something.
Heck yeah. Oh, man, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there for that, man. I'm pumped up right now for that.
Dude, here's Negan and Fear 608. Fucking right.
Yep. Oh, man, you imagine, though. I feel like this is such a missed opportunity to have. I mean, I know for AMC Plus, I guess for us, we are going to be able to watch it on the same night, but I'm just saying, man, like, why? I wish they would do, like, a Survival Sunday. Here's Negan first, and then Fear returns the same night.
Exactly. Fear is probably my favorite show right now. As it stands right now, just right now, yes.
Yeah, anything could change, obviously, but at least in 2021 and the content of this year, yes, Fear is better.
For once. Well, I can't believe I just said that.
I know. I kind of have to process that for a second.
I don't like saying that, though. I don't want Fear to be better than the main show. That's not something to be proud of, AMC. That your spin-off is better than your main Pride and Joy show. Like, come on, get your shit together, guys.
It's like, man, they focus so much on making Fear better, and it's like, okay, great, keep it that way. But damn, now the main show is, like, neglected as hell.
It's terrible, dude. Like, honestly, Season 10 should have ended with a certain doom. This is honestly dragging Season 10 down for me now, because you have a certain doom, and then Home Sweet Home is good. But then, just look at the pace. Look at the pacing. If you were to binge Season 10 in one swoop, look at this. You have the Whispers all the way up to 1016, and then randomly you just have, like, crap like 1018, like, and 1020. Like, the downgrading quality.
Yep. In my opinion, to be honest, I actually do think this is what it was originally. I know this is going to be, like, very, like, a big debate, but I honestly think that Season 10, Episode 17 is what the Season 11 premiere was going to be, and just we didn't get to see the equivalence of Episode 2 yet. Exactly.
Because let's be honest, Season 10, Episode 17 had a lot going for it. It had a big cast. It had a lot of build-up. It wasn't filler at all. It was legit, like, it was advancing the plot.
Yep, and it's like, man, dude, within 2 minutes of that episode, you got the Negan and Maggie scene. Right away, you're hooked.
Oh, yeah, that scene is freaking, like, that scene is intense, dude. You got, like, the stare down.
Yep, I know, and it's just like, you know, he's like, oh, well, shit, and then you cut to the intro, and it's like, dude, right away, you've got me interested. Like, I'm already interested because I'm starting off, you know, these 6 extra episodes of Walking Dead, so I'm already hyped, and then I just see that, and I'm like, okay, like, bring it.
Exactly. Honestly, dude, 1017 was great. I remember we called the night after 1017, and we were just talking about, like, how The Walking Dead is here to stay. This is the year of the dead, and it is amazing. And then 1018 rolls around, and it's still decent, but it's a downgrade. 1019 rolls around, and it's just filler, but at least it's enjoyable to watch, but still filler. Then 1020 tonight rolls around, and I'm like, okay, this is bad. This is actually bad.
Yep, and I'm worried because I'm like, apparently this is apparently like, at least according to reviewers, it's apparently good and 21 is horrible. I'm like, okay, so this one's good. What on earth does that mean for 21 then, if that one's apparently horrible?
Exactly. Hey, Chosen One, welcome to the stream, bro.
What up, dude?
We're just discussing our grievances with episode 20 right now. Episode 20, no good. Yeah, episode 20, it is really bad, Chosen, in my opinion anyway. If anyone likes it, I'd actually like to hear what your opinions are, if there's anyone here that liked the episode. Like, what do you see in the episode that, like, maybe I don't see or something like that?
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, what's up, kid?
I was just going to say, have you seen the promo for 1021? Because they actually don't look horrible.
Yeah, once the stream's over, I'm going to check it out. I'll probably be on for another 20 minutes.
Cool.
Just because we're getting a lot of people now, and yeah.
Yeah, episode 21, it doesn't look bad, but it's still, I don't know, it's still in that kind of thing where I'm like, okay, but it's just a bunch of supply runs, like, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing.
Supply runs.
Here's the thing. And I've said this before, but I have to keep reiterating this, because I just hope an executive from AMC just runs into this, or something like that, I don't know, but like, what was the point of 10C? What was the point, dude?
Yep. In my opinion, I know some people hold Angela accountable because she is the one that wrote this. In my opinion, the good stuff that we get, like 1017 and honestly stuff like that, you know darn well that's probably stuff she had planned for season 11. But some of these other episodes, like 18, 19, 20, probably 21 as well too, I hate to say it, I have a feeling this is just the random stuff that AMC is responsible for. 22 is still AMC, I think, but it just ended up probably being something good.
Yeah. In my opinion, here's Negan. And I'm not even going to praise that episode yet, because I haven't seen it. I'm not going to praise something I haven't seen, but from what I've seen of it, guys, it looks really freaking good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's the episode I think that we're all kind of sitting here waiting for, and we're just waiting for the weeks to be over to get to that point.
Exactly. Honestly, that is going to be a freaking day to remember. Here's Negan and 608 of Fear.
Yep, exactly, because that's when we get the early access and all that stuff. Man, that night right there, April 4th, man, just come on.
Bring it on already. Like, March, you're done. Let's get out of this month already.
I know, yeah, this month, man, it's starting to suck.
Yeah, March hasn't been the best month for Walking Dead, I'll say that much. Tuh.
Yeah, everything else, it's like, it's pretty good, I guess, but I mean, Walking Dead, I don't even know.
I think they only did 10C because they didn't want to lose fans because of a 1-year hiatus. But
yeah.
just do Fear 6B.
Yeah, but in my opinion, and this is my opinion, I know some people might disagree with this, but I honestly think that them doing this, seeing what I've seen from the fan reaction, I feel like there'd be more desire if we just didn't get these episodes at all.
Apparently from reviews from 608, 608 is the best episode of Fear. Oh, wow. You know, I could see it, though, because 601 and 604 are my top 2 favorite episodes of the Fear franchise, so you know what? I can actually see that.
Same. And another episode that really annoys me that people hate, I can't stand that people hate this episode, is episode 5. That episode, I don't care what anybody says, that's a good episode.
That's a 9 out of 10, in my opinion.
Yep, it's really good.
Honestly, I thought it was a really good Dwight episode.
Yep, I know people hate it because the whole Sherry thing, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm like, well, it is her comic story, let's, you know, kind of point that out.
That's what I'm saying, though. People are like, oh, like, Sherry, what the hell, man? And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, guys, this happened in the comics. I mean, it was a 50% chance that it was gonna happen.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
603 is my favorite. I could see that. It's a pretty good episode, but I think there's better episodes of Fear Season 6, but 603 is not bad at all.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. 601 and 604 actually, me and Matt pretty much exactly agree on those. Those are, in my opinion, the 2 greatest episodes Fear has ever done.
They're also in my top 20 of the Walking Dead franchise.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'd find a spot for both of them in there, definitely.
Yep. I don't get the hate for episode 6. Neither do I. I thought it was actually pretty good.
Yep. Oh no, yeah, that one actually gets way too much hate. I'm like, honestly, it's actually pretty good. It keeps you on the edge of your seat and all that stuff.
I'm just gonna skip season 5 and watch season 6. Yeah, it's probably your best course of action.
Yes. Oh yeah, dude. Seriously, just get to season 6 and you'll never hate on the show. I'll just say that.
June was tolerable and Ginny actually had a new side. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. I didn't like June in episode 6.
No, that's the one thing from that episode I'm not a fan of.
My least favorite from Fear Season 6 is episode 5, but I still fucking love it. You see, that just shows, though, that, like, it's a really good half, just because it's your least favorite, but you still really enjoy the episode.
Yep, exactly.
Episode 7's my least favorite, personally.
Well, episode 7 is just weird with the whole Ed storyline, but honestly, this is the crazy part. Aside from Ed, you remove Ed and all the bullshit he does in that episode, man, that's freaking good.
Fear Season 6 is one of the best Walking Dead franchise seasons. Yeah, I could see that 100%. I would just need to see a bit more from it before I can say that comfortably.
I'm not going to say that yet, just because I need to see, like Matt actually just said, it's the entire season. Once I see the entire season, and if the entire season is, like, on par with what they've been doing, I will consider that, honestly.
Because remember, guys, this is Fear. Anything can happen.
Yep. They could make it look great, and then it's, like, the worst thing in the world. Well, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just, you know.
Personally, I don't see that happening. But, hey, you never know.
Yeah, no, I don't see it happening. I'm just saying it's like, you know, you always got to kind of consider the worst case scenarios.
Always. For Season 6, my favorite episodes are 4, 3, and 6. Good list right there, yeah, I can see that. My personal favorite is Episode 1. I think that The End is the Beginning episode, it felt like No Country for Old Men in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, and not to mention that Morgan scene, Morgan Jones is dead and you're dealing with somebody else now, that's probably not it. It's my favorite scene in Fear the Walking Dead of all time.
It's iconic now, like, that'll be one, like, to remember forever.
Yep, definitely. And also, like, I don't know, man, Morgan versus Emil, another classic scene right there.
How is it that Negan versus Beta, a fight that's been built up for 2 whole seasons, is garbage? But this episode with Morgan, that we all thought was gonna suck, by the way, we all didn't have faith in Fear Season 6, and this one episode bounty hunter guy ends up being one of the most iconic fights in the whole series. Like what?
Yeah, I know. It's honestly, you have to take a second to appreciate this part of things too. Is that, man, that was a week in our time. That was a week before when we saw that pathetic fight. The next week rolls around and we have that fight, a fight that we don't even expect to even happen.
Yeah, we're just sitting here thinking that Fear Season 6, yeah, it's gonna suck. It isn't gonna do anything really. But then you get that fight, and you're just sitting there after that episode's done, and you're just like, what did I just watch, but in a good way?
Yep. Yeah, because even, I'll admit, even the scene when Morgan wakes up in the limousine, like, after the intro and stuff, I was still second-guessing the episode for a second. I'm like, oh, man, this episode's going to be really freaking boring, isn't it? And then, like, about halfway through the episode, I'm like, what is going on? Like, this is amazing.
It's fucking awesome, in my opinion.
Yep.
And then, yeah, but the Daryl and Negan and Beta fight, though, like, I don't know what they were thinking with that one, guys.
No, me neither. I need to understand why they were thinking that was a good idea to just shorten the fight. Like, Norman, please explain yourself.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose it if 6B sucks. Yeah, I will be very disappointed in that. I don't like how they gave up with the Red Eye and Walker storyline. Give me one sec. The Red Eyes, yeah. I think that was just because he was bloodshot, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what that was. And the Walker storyline, are you talking about when he was gangrene and his tissue was rotting? I think that's what you're talking about. Ian and Andrew would drag out the bounty hunter for 4 episodes and have him die by walkers. Oh god, they probably would have too.
Man. Would Ian and Andrew even be smart enough to even do a bounty hunter, though?
Oh yeah, sure enough.
Because they're all freaking sunshine and freaking rainbows and Pop-Tarts, so.
That's so true, though. Honestly, I would be sitting here thinking to myself, be like, man, we'd be lucky if the bounty hunter only lasted 4 episodes. They'd probably drag it out for an entire season.
Exactly.
Yep.
Huck versus Felix was better than Negan versus Beta. Agreed. That's actually a good fight in my opinion.
Huck versus Felix, that was cool, yeah, I like that fight.
The only good
I
scene
know.
from the whole show.
Man, seriously. World Beyond, man. That's the biggest embarrassment in the Walking Dead franchise.
Yep. Yeah, I'm talking about that. Yeah, they probably didn't want to continue on with the gangrene storyline because Morgan would die if he was continued to be infected from gangrene.
Yeah, but just like, let's admit, take one look at Morgan in season 6. Do you want this dude off the show?
Exactly.
Good gosh.
Season 5 is so bad that it's actually good. Yeah, I could see that.
Man, and it's like, in some messed up way, it's actually good.
Bro, they legit try to build Logan up to be this fierce villain, and then you just have episode 9 where they just ditch him with the truck, and he's legit like a comedic punching bag in that episode.
Oh, man.
Man, I always have to laugh at that one scene when you just have, it's the part where, like, Luciano's like, don't take another step, and he just tries to piss her off, and he's like, he just takes one more step.
Oh, man. Logan was a bad character. I'm doing World
Yeah.
Beyond rewrites. Cool, dude.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you got for it, honestly, because let's all be honest, that frickin' show is a disaster.
It's a mess. You know what's unfortunate, though, is that, honestly, while we're on the topic of all this, World Beyond had better episodes than tonight's episode of the main show. Let's be honest.
Yep, at least certain ones, for sure.
Not like all the episodes, otherwise that would be a blatant lie. But, it's definitely better than 20. There are World Beyond episodes that are better than 20.
Yeah. Now, the other 3 episodes of Tennessee, I can't say that.
Dom is hyper. What's up, Dom? Welcome to the stream, my guy.
What up?
Got about 5 people now.
Man, we got a full boat.
Yeah, as Dan would say. But yeah, we'll be on for another 10 minutes, and then we'll cut her off.
Sounds good.
Episode 10 of World Beyond was actually kind of good. You know what? I'll agree with that. That was actually a decent episode.
I think it was, it was okay, in my opinion. Just, man, I feel like that episode, it could have had a bigger, I don't know, it could have had a better send-off for the season.
Agreed. And then, yeah, tonight, though, it was just, I don't know. It was bad.
Man, honestly, dude, my dad lost his shit at the ending of that episode.
Oh, dude, I bet he would. I lost my shit, too.
Oh, man, like, my dad's just like, are you fucking kidding me? There's gotta be 5 minutes left, right? I'm like, nope, that's the end. He's like, fuck.
Ah, I feel his pain.
Man, I think we all do.
Fucking hell. Rowdy, my lips are sealed. Is that some obscure joke? I don't know.
It's, Wolf Among Us.
We don't do that here, Rowdy. No, I'm just kidding. Talk about whatever you want. It doesn't bother me. Oh, the finale of the rewrites is absolutely insane. For, World Beyond rewrites? I'm guessing World Beyond rewrites, yeah.
The one thing he is doing right, though, is that there's 6 episodes instead of 10, which I'm like, okay, the main show had 6 episodes, Fear had 6 episodes for its first seasons. Like, honestly, why would World Beyond do 10 episodes? It's just so filler at that point.
Because AMC needs their money.
Man, wouldn't it make better quality, though, if you made 6 great episodes instead of 10, whatever?
Exactly. Like some mediocre trash episodes.
Yep.
Rowdy has been banned. What the fuck? Alright, I'm just thinking if there's any other subjects I want to discuss real quick about The Walking Dead. I'm just thinking here. Okay, you know what we can talk about before the stream ends is we can go over 1021 predictions.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so 1021. What do you think, like, do you think that'll even be a good episode, or do you just think it's going to be another 10C disappointment?
You know what? I don't think it's going to be the worst one at 10C. At this point, I don't. And I think it's going to be... I just think it's going to be boring. I think that's the why the reviewers were saying that. I don't even necessarily think it's bad. I just think it's going to be kind of a slow, supply route episode.
Exactly. It'll just be bland. Like, it'll be slow and boring, and... You know what, though? I think that there will be some good in there, because there is some scenes with Jerry, who... we need to see again. And, Negan. Negan is confirmed for this episode, guys.
Man, honestly. Man, you know what? Man, I know they're doing the Commonwealth storyline right now. I guess I'm just trying to think of what would be better, like, 10C episodes. But, man, imagine, like, an episode with Ezekiel and Jerry. Even that would be better.
Well, I mean, I would love to have an episode of Ezekiel if he was a real person.
Yep, I know. Well, I'm just saying, though, their banter back and forth, Ezekiel and Jerry, man, an episode with them, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, that'd be better than what we got.
Exactly. What we got tonight was garbage. Frickin' Ezekiel being a hallucination. Like, fuck out of here with that.
Oh, I know. It's like, Ezekiel starts losing his shit, and then it's like, Princess, wait, what?
It was so dumb. I actually liked that part when I thought it was Ezekiel, because I'm like, holy shit, Ezekiel's actually fucking kind of, like, going off. Like, we never seen that before.
Man, I would love to say I liked it, but the constant, like, question I had in my head when I saw him, like, be with Princess, and you just see them talking, he's like, okay, how the fuck did he actually get out of there, though? How did he get out of his, like, train car? Obviously we know now, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, the answer is he didn't.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was painfully obvious that Yumiko's actress wasn't on set now either. She's just not in the episode, guys. She's not there.
I was shocked that they even had her voice in there, though, honestly.
How did they do that? I guess they just got the actress to, like, record voice lines.
Maybe. Yeah, which is crazy. Like, that means that the actress, Poliero, was just like, she's just sitting there talking to no one.
She's just sitting there talking to... Yeah, can you imagine the behind the scenes? They got, like, one of the, like, camera guys, they, like, have a phone in... They have, like, an iPhone in their hand, like, hey, play the voice recording, play the voice recordings.
I know. Yeah, she probably did. She probably had the voice, like, recorded first, and then it's just like, oh, wait, do I respond here? Like, it probably was such a mess.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a mess.
Man.
But yeah, that's episode 20, guys. And that is our thoughts on, well, what most of 10C has been so far. And from what, at least my opinion, from what you guys know from me, is I don't like it. I do not like 10C so far. We only have one good episode, and the other 3 have been mediocre as balls.
Yeah, and some are just fun filler, some are just weird, or either boring or dragged out, and others, like the one we experienced tonight, are just, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, and that's that, and that's 10C so far. Well,
Man.
I think we'll call it a wrap on the stream.
Yep, yeah, definitely, man, it was fun. This was a fun discussion about episode 20.
Yep. Guys, honestly, I really appreciate you all coming to the stream and sharing your opinions on 1020. I am going to try and do this instead of my normal reviews now for the episodes, because I just enjoy interacting with you guys, like, live and having, like, guests on to talk about the episodes and stuff. I think this is a more enjoyable experience for me. I think it's better for the channel, too. So, let me know, guys, would you like me to stick with this live review format for Walking Dead? It wouldn't take over my normal reviews, like, for other stuff, just for the main Walking Dead and Fear Walking Dead and all that stuff. So, yeah, let me know what you think about that, guys, if you want me to just do the live review format for Walking Dead. We can interact and talk about the episodes and stuff. But, yeah, guys, I'm done blabbering on about that. Thank y'all for coming to the stream, guys. It's been a blast. Thank you, Dan, Cade, and Mickey for co-starring and co-hosting this with me.
No problem, man. Yeah, this was fun, and honestly, if you want to do this next week again, I would love to.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Can I be with you guys next week? Yeah, it depends, Rowdy. It's just because I don't like to have too many people on the stream because everyone talks over each other. And, well, I don't want to have messy streams, so, yeah. Alright, guys, that's going to be it for this stream. And, peace out, y'all. Give me one sec.